Well, hello friends and welcome back. Today we are in my pantry. As you can see, I've brought y'all up close and in front. We're going to talk about how to keep our pantries organized and decluttered. So I'm going to start off with that one example. It is now dinner time and you're trying to find that one item you know you bought to make dinner. You come to find it, it's not there. What happens? You've got your kids, your husband, whomever is living in your home decides to come in and get what they need. So they have to move that out of the way to get what they need, and now it's been misplaced. So that is why we create categories, zones, organizing bins, and different things that fit your family's needs so that we can keep that pantry organized and decluttered year round. So let's get started, and I'm gonna give y'all lots of tips and ideas on how to keep those pantries decluttered and organized. Okay, so the first step we want to talk about when we declutter and organize our pantry is getting rid of the expired items or the duplicates. And how do you do that? In this pantry, I simply would go through everything and look at it, and I kind of know what I haven't used in a while. I'll look at those dates, make sure it's not expired. Or if there's duplicates, you know, I've had that before where I've had too many of an item. I would go ahead and either A, is too much, I'm not going to use it, can I donate one of them to someone else that might use it? Or B, is it expired and I need to get rid of it as well. And one big place in that is your spices, as we all know. I recently went through all my spices and got rid of what was expired. These are our baking spices, which I keep in here. I do keep my cooking spices by the oven, and that way those are easier to access. So that's one thing you want to do. If you're new to this, organizing the pantry, my suggestion is take it all out, set it on your kitchen countertops, and create zones, and then also see what's expired, what you have too much of, what do you need to get rid of, what do you need to toss out, those kind of things. And then that's going to make it easier for you to get it back in here. And we'll talk about the different categories and zones a little bit later. I just kind of wanted to start with that. And just to give y'all an example, recently, I'm going to actually talk about my freezer. My freezer was, for some reason, chaos, I guess, getting through the holidays and all that. So I had to take things out. I had to clean the bins and reorganize. Things were just everywhere. I had things in there I didn't know I had because they were at the bottom covered under stuff. So what I did is I reorganized it. I did have to toss out a few things, some boxes, and again, these are my kids, which are now adults. They'll leave 2 items in a box, like 2 pizza rolls or 2 taquitos. Well, nobody's gonna eat 2 of those, so of course I tossed those. And then, or one of the sweet potato fries were open, so those were freezer burnt. So again, I tossed those. And then I reorganized it a little bit differently, where I'm hoping it'll stay less chaotic and organized, where I can see things and actually use them, and it'll be a better start to our year. And in the pantry, I kind of go through it about 3 to 4 times a year, or maybe it's, you know, somebody put something in the wrong place and it's just time to kind of quickly organize it again. So that's just an ongoing process for us. But if you're new to it, don't be overwhelmed. You just got to get started, and each time it'll get easier and easier, and you'll be a pro at it. But anyway, but I'm not a pro. I just do it because I enjoy doing it. I love organizing and decluttering my home and places when I need to. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead next, and we're gonna talk about like kind of different categories. Categories, it might be like your baking goods, which I kind of talked about. I have my baking goods here, and I'll bring y'all in a little closer and show y'all how I organize it. And again, it may not work for you, but you're going to do what fits your family or who lives in your home at the time the best, right? You know, you've got your breakfast items, you've got your dried goods, you've got your breads, your cans, crackers. We have, as I mentioned, baking, pasta, which that's a big thing in our house. And then a lot of the miscellaneous stuff at the top that I don't access as much, which I will bring y'all in close up and show y'all that as well. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to bring the camera in a little bit closer and show y'all kind of the different areas or zones or categories I just talked about, so y'all can see how I do it, and hopefully it'll give you tips to organize your pantry as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with our top shelf and just go from shelf to shelf. You can see the top shelf just has some dried goods with some rice and potato items, some miscellaneous items, extra items that I may need to get into once we run out, like the sugar, flour kind of items, and then just our paper items that I keep at the top, and those are pretty easy to access. Then we'll go down to a shelf that's going to have more staples on it. This is the shelf under the top shelf. You can see we have our pastas. We do keep like our spaghetti noodles and those kind of things there, some other noodles, and then of course some of the sauces. I've enjoyed making homemade spaghetti sauce lately. and I'm excited to try a homemade Spanish rice this week, so we'll see how that goes. I've kind of got my staples there for that. Then we come around to the canned goods, and you can see I have them nicely organized on the shelf, the tiered shelf, so that way I can see them. And then of course some of the breads that we use as well. I did like the little organizer that goes on the shelf, so I could just have a little more room for breads. Then underneath we're gonna have our what we call our breakfast zone, cereals, some pancake mix. And we don't eat a lot of cereal, just some of our family does, but some of us don't, so we don't keep a lot of cereal. I know some people have all different kinds. And then these little tiered bins I have loved, and I have used them for a lot of different things depending on the season. Right now I've just got some bars in there. Go into our peanut butter bin, and in my last video I explained how I love this bin because when the honey gets messy, instead of being on the shelf, it's on the bin and I can easily wipe out the bin. Some of our staples that we mix in our oatmeal there. Our little baking area, which I showed you, and then that comes around to the sugar and flour and those items also. So you can see that. Underneath I have like some more baking items with boxed items as well. And then the chips. The chips we kind of keep in that corner there. I bought one extra bin to keep them in with some extras in the corner, as you see. The little basket has the little chip clips in it, just kind of keeps them separated. So just kind of wanted to show you all that. And then coming back around, it's just some of our dried items with the popcorn and crackers and some sweets, as you see. And then to the bottom, you can see I have our water cups there, along with some extra water bottles, which we do keep more in another part of our home. The back corner is empty because it does hold the trash bags. I just had to order more. And then the very bottom, I keep some things that we pull out every so often, just not on a daily basis, but every so often. And since those are heavier, that does work to go at the bottom. I'm trying to angle this where you guys can see. But yeah, the very bottom, I actually have one of my wooden crates down here to separate some of the drink items, and that just kind of helps. You don't have to do that. I love the wooden crates, so you'll see them throughout my home. So I have that down there with some extra sodas and water. And of course a stepping stool because I'm short. Sometimes I gotta be able to reach things up high. But anyway, that's kind of how I organize it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and share with y'all the different organizing bins and what you can use them for. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the organizing bins, baskets, and shelves that I have in our pantry. Remember, you need to look at what you have and get what works for you, but I'm going to share what I have, and maybe you can get some tips from me and take it into your pantry or home as well. Starting with our little divided organizer here. I love this because you can divide things into categories, which I love. And it has many uses. It can be used in the bathroom, maybe for your makeup or makeup brushes, or maybe under your kitchen counter cabinet, or the one under the sink where maybe you keep some cleaning supplies or sponges of that thing, or another closet in your home. But these are great for that. They have many uses. I found these within the past few years, and I've got a few of them, so I do love them. And then I have one where I've separated my gluten-free flours into, just some specialty flours as well. This one I love. It's awesome. I love that I came across this because we used to have dried honey on here, and it was the nice sticky honey that you had to clean off. This is so easy to wipe out, so I love that we can put the honey in here. That way, if it's any of the excess honey gets on this, it's just easy to wipe out. These are great because they're small for just those few little items you want to categorize together. These are great. I've invested in these over the past few years as well at Target. Again, it just has some staples that we like to use for our oatmeal. So I kind of keep them here in the same area. That way we can pull them out according to what we need. The Lazy Susan you saw in the corner. This is awesome for corners. You can find what you need easily. It has our baking items or baking spices on it, so I love that. And then of course the sugar flour containers. You got to have containers for those. I have these for a very long time. They've lasted a long time, and I love that they're labeled and we can see what's in them. So these are some of our favorites as well. And then the good old shelves that you can make more room, right? You see how you have a little more room. I can divide my tomato products here. That way I can see them. And then of course I showed you all the pasta as well. So that kind of shows how you can not only have all different bins and organizers, but make more space if you want to use, you know, like tiered shelving or the shelf that you can put some things up and down on. The other few things I was going to share with y'all, and these are fun, is the little jars. I used to use a lot of jars for organizing things in before I got all these other items, but these are fun. These actually have just cupcake things in them, and jars are great. Mason jars are great to use for your dried items as well. That's what I used to do before I came into the other organizing things. And then the little basket. I'm such a basket person, but I love that you can, they're pretty, they're decorative, but they're also useful, right? So I do love baskets. You'll see them throughout my home, but I do have the chip clips in here, and that just keeps them in one place. And this is small enough to sit in a corner somewhere, so it works perfect for that. And then one more thing is, recently I found this again at Target. This is a nice big bin for your lot of dried, you know, your chips or things like that, crackers, however you want to use it. But this is great for separating the open ones, and then the ones we haven't opened were in the back corner. So those are the bins and things that I use in my pantry. Find what works for you. Look at, you know, different places and see what's out there. Start with one, or start with what's in your home, whether you have some mason jars or extra baskets laying around. When I first started, I'll share a little backstory here. When my girls were little, I had one big basket about that wide, probably, that sat on a shelf that was at their eye level with their snacks in it. I'd organize their snacks for the week or two in there, and that way they could see and pick out what they wanted, or help me, you know, make their lunches and things like that. And that's how I started. Then everything else was just created into zones until I started seeing there were other things out there that I could use to make my pantry more effective. So I just kind of wanted to share that. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about how to maintain and keep the pantry organized year-round. Okay, friends, we're going to talk about keeping our pantry maintained, organized, and decluttered. Before I begin, I just want to share, I hope you're enjoying me sharing my inspiration on the pantry and keeping it organized. I hope that you will hit that like and subscribe button and come back for more. And now we're going to go ahead and get started on sharing the tips on the maintaining our pantry and keeping it organized. So to start, you have that month of January, it comes. Everybody wants to organize, or a lot of people want to organize, and that's a great month to start. I do recommend, if you haven't done it, go ahead and start. Maybe you start in a little corner or one shelf, or maybe you're new to it and you got to pull it all out and create all the different zones, right? And of course, you want to pull out the expired items. If you already have it kind of organized, go through the things you haven't used in a while and just make sure they're not expired. Or if you see duplicates and you need to maybe give one away, or it's, you know, expired, get rid of it, those kind of things. So just kind of start with that, just generally. And before you know it, you might be doing it 3 or 4 times a year. So that's how I started. I started with wanting to make it more organized for my kids. And I had that one big snack basket that I shared that example with you guys earlier in the video. And that's how I started. And then from there, I kind of had the zones created. And then over the years, I would come up with other ideas on baskets or organizing systems that worked with our pantry according to the time of our life, right? You have the little kids, then you have, you know, the teens, and then you have maybe some of your adult kids are still living with you, or maybe it's just the 2 of you, or maybe it's, you know, just you. But there's different phases of life that we go through, but we do want to kind of keep it organized so that we can see what we have and keep it tidy. Another thing that helps with the organization system is the grocery list, right? You take one item out and you go ahead and put it on your grocery list so you can pick it up next week, especially if it's a staple in your home, or it's just something you ran out of and you need to order or put on your list to pick up at the grocery store. So that's another reason for keeping our pantry organized as well. So I just kind of wanted to share. Remember, this did not happen overnight for me. It's taken me years to get here. It's always a work in progress for me. I love organizing different parts of our home. I just recently did our pantry. You heard about me doing the freezer drawer recently. But the new things in our pantry was the big chip bin, which I showed you guys. So I'm hoping this will be a great system to work for us, to not open multiple bags of the same chip, because I've found that a lot over the years in our pantry. And then another new thing I did in here recently was moving. We had our water bottles in the cabinet, and that was not really working. They were hard to get out. So I kind of moved them here, and I'm hoping it'll work. And I do try to keep them condensed, but between me and my daughters, we love using water bottles. So we have our little favorites, our collection, right? I do try to remind my daughters if we get a new one to maybe take one out just to kind of keep them condensed. But I'm hoping that will work better. That way we can see them easier and pull them out. So those are the few new things I did in my pantry. And I haven't really bought a lot of new bins except for the big one I showed you recently. And I don't think there is anything else. Oh, I did get one extra Lazy Susan, I forgot. And that was for the miscellaneous items at the top, which you see I have the one for the spices here. So those are the few new things I've gotten, but try not to, only if I think it's gonna, I don't buy it unless I know it's gonna work for us. Again, that's also look at your budget. Don't go out and buy all of it at once and go broke, because that's not what you want to do either. But just to kind of give you some tips and ideas on maintaining that pantry. Okay friends, I've given you lots of tips and ideas on keeping your pantry organized, maintained, decluttered, and tidy throughout the year. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will now go organize your pantry, and I hope that you will come back next time. I will see y'all next time. Bye.